Hello, just bringing in the other crew. And we are live. Welcome to Monday Motivation. My name is Deborah O'Neill, and I'm the CEO and founder of BlissBEME, Integrative Holistic Health. And the last 2 months, we have been going through New Year, New You Challenge 2022. And it's been a journey. It's been a challenge. And if it's not being a challenge, then I encourage you to dig a little deeper into who you are being in your everyday and who you would like to choose to be better of. Or more in alignment with your values and your missions, to live in that in your everyday. And no matter where our energy goes, we are manifestation creatures. We manifest because we are magnetic. We're electric and we're magnetic. That's the two different polarities. We've got the earth and we've got the cosmos. And those two energies make up this body of water. And this body of water then emits a frequency based on a lot of what we have as pre-programming or new programming. The known, the past; the unknown, our creation. And we are creation beings. That's part of the gift of being human. So that's what this New Year, New You challenge is all about. It's about your creation because, you know, the saying is, this is no dress rehearsal. So let's make the best of it. That's why I named my company BlissBEME. If I'm going to be here, let's do it in bliss. And how do we get there? Well, we need to educate ourselves. We need to re-educate ourselves because we are a primal being. And for the most of our life, we have been in survival mode. In fact, it is said the first 7 years of our life are in our theta brainwaves. We have varying different brainwaves. And that is the download brainwave, where we are downloading every single thing that's going to help us to survive. And at 7, we start to then go into our own sort of identity growth stages. And then there's varying stages that are in alignment with our chakra system, which is our energy system. We're unlocking the mystery of our energy system. And that allows us then to step into, as we recognize that we're living a pre-programmed, trigger-filled, trauma-filled, often life, that we get to make decisions. And that's why we're here. We get to decide. That's why we're here. We can decide what we want to be. And the two most important questions in the evolution of our humanness is, who am I and why am I here? And a lot of times it takes a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of suffering, a little bit of and it's really interesting because it's the suffering that will trigger us into our evolution. It's a bit warped in some ways. Is that it is that level of pain that we say, okay, I can't take it anymore. Something here's got to give. I know I'm here for more than what I'm outputting. And that's what we do. We have an input. We have this loop. We have an input, we have an output, and we have this feedback loop. So we're just looking at, what are we inputting into our lives right now? And what's our output? And what's the feedback loop? Is it pain-filled? Is it filled with aggravation and frustration? We have the power to change that loop. We can change what the input is. Just by you being here today is changing your input. Oh, I just got shivers, goosebumps, truth bumps, as I call them, truth bumps all over my body. Just by you being here is taking a step into change, because this is something that's unknown. Who is this person? What is she going to teach me? What am I going to incorporate and embody in my life as a new curiosity to see what shows up when I start to play with my energy and become one with this energetic body? Instead of letting people knock into you and brush past you and project to you, we've got a bubble. We do, in fact, have a bubble, and it does have fractures. And that's where disease starts. Disease doesn't start in here. It starts out here, and it makes your way through to your energy field. That's what the somatic body is. That's when we can feel like something's not right. There's something that I need to go in and get an energy tune up on. And a lot of my clients sometimes they'll say, "Hey, I need a tune up." It is a tune up. It's the most important tune up. It's the most important fitness is with our energy body. So when I came on today, I noticed that the meditation from last week didn't post, and I apologize for that because that was part of our compass planner. Did you have an opportunity to download the compass planner or upload it and take some steps to fill it out because it's a very important part of the process, especially when you start by getting into that grounded state. So I want you to feel your feet on the floor. I want you to feel your buttocks in the seat or whatever piece of furniture that you're sitting on. If you're driving, pull over for 10 minutes, please, just to give yourself this space and time. And if not, keep your eyes open and remain focused on what's most important to you in front of the windshield and around your surroundings. And you can just listen to it in the background. But most importantly, come into your heart. This is our largest energy center in our whole body. Feel into this and feel into the strength of of your heart. Now, if you're really starting to become more aware, you might even feel your heart beating in the background or sense what the rhythm is in your heart. And give yourself thanks. Just say thanks to me. Yay, me. I'm here. I made it. I made it to one of the last few weeks that we have left in this New Year, New You challenge. But you see, it's not the last. It's an ongoing process. This is just making it fun, gathering together and making it fun. And give thanks. And now imagine this line going down to the center core of the earth and connecting with that energy center down the bottom of the earth and create that cord or that tree root, I like to call it. There's always one largest tree root in the roots of trees, or even your etheric feet. Be like Gumby and reach right down to the central core of the earth, feeling all the rock and slate and sand and the warm molten on the way down and sensing that power of that center core of the earth and pull it back up. Pull it back up through into the center spine. It's called your Sushumna. This is your central core of your body, and it comes straight out of your head. We're going to connect it with the cosmos. Up, the place of many names. God, creator, source, energy. Take a nice deep breath into your lower abdomen, and on an exhale, just naturally allow that sigh to happen. It's like a tuning fork of your body. I used your body now. You see, I've gone from calling it the body into your body. How do you feel about that? Up to God, creator, source, energy, higher self, your higher consciousness, other intelligence, higher intelligence, universal forces, whatever that is. It said like 2 feet above is our ID point, right about here. And that's our ID point. Yes, we are like the Jetsons. We have like these little antennas coming out of the top of our heads. We do. And that is our ID point. And now I want you to bring your hands all the way down and it's like you're a little dust buster and you're dusting your energy field as you come down. And as you come down, 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 I want you to point your fingers to Mother Earth. I want you to feel your feet on the floor again because we've just been above our heads. We always want to connect back down into the earth. And just imagine that your fingernails are little windows and open those windows and just allow whatever does not serve you to go into the earth. All the work that you did last week with the compass, all that letting go, all those areas that I talked about last week that I'm sorry that you didn't get to look at or we didn't get to do. I'm going to do that meditation after this meditation so that we can let go of all the things that that you don't need to bring into 2022 with you, like the luggage of forgiveness and the luggage of letting go. What do we have here? You know, the 3 words that defined your past. We can let those go. As we step into the meditation today for the 3 words that are going to define, or the word that's going to define your future, your 2022. I pulled in the big guns, this beautiful big crystal that's sitting with me here as we go into that meditation. It was called the magical triplets, the magic of threes. In this meditation today, just because of time, I'll get you to call in just one of the items. And if you haven't done the work, that sets you up to finish it off for the 3 items that it requests for on the compass planner. So take a nice deep breath into your lower abdomen. You might want to put your hand on your abdomen as we go into the second part of the compass planner today, and that is the year ahead. And breathe down into your feet and really feel that groundedness. I want you to really sense that safety and the security of Mother Earth. Mm. And now come back up into your heart again. We come back into our heart. We can shift forwards and backwards and side to side a little bit. We want to come to that center point. That center point that calls in all our energy. Pretend you're doing like the tree pose in yoga and you're standing on one leg like a flamingo, and you pull in all your energy that might be out in worry or projections, or maybe your nose has left your face. I always say, keep your nose on your face. We keep our nose in our own stuff, and this is your stuff. This is your most important stuff. As you come into your heart, take a nice deep breath. And what is one thing that you love, love, love about yourself? Breathe that in. Breathe in what it is that you love about yourself. And on the exhale, allow it out to expand into every cell in your body. Feel this sense of glow of like white golden light as you expand this thought of how much you love this thing about yourself. Don't be shy. Allow it to expand out past your body and to fill your room and to fill your home. You see, if you walk around in those things that you love about yourself, those mirror neurons give the people in your household and around you in the city and the world to love something about themselves too, and walk it around in that glory, that illuminations, that essence, that flavor. Mm. And now just let go of all those things, that one thing that you love about yourself. Let it just go and be in the ethers. Just let it float around and be a part of your biofield, of your energy field. Mm. And now I want you to think about the one thing that you really want to achieve most. In this awareness that we've gathered over the last almost 7 weeks, what are the awareness where you were showing up that you wanted to change? What is the one thing that you want to achieve the most? Hmm. And think of one person that might be a pillar for you to help you to achieve that, or that you can share this thought with if you're shy and you think like, I just want to be filled with divine illumination, grace, ease, and prosperity, or whatever that might be, or the one thing might be prosperity. And you might be saying, I don't know, I just don't like going around saying I want more money. I want to create more prosperity. I want to be a better leader, a greater leader. And think of that one person that might be able to help you in that rough time. And what's the one thing that you will dare to discover? Think about this. It's like a curiosity. It's part of your excavation into you. Something that's new and exciting. Might even give you some, I call them butterflies in my tummy. I worked with a really great coach, Michelle Richardson, years ago, and she's still a part of my team of people. And she would, I said, I got these butterflies in my tummy, and when I was stepping out, going through my divorce as a single mom. And she says, what does it feel like to be alive? So if you've got butterflies, that just means you're alive. You're part of that. It's part of that chrysalis, that changing. What is the one thing that you are going to have the power to say no to? Now that you've found what you want to achieve most and you've made that a priority, this is the priority sequence. And you've created that curiosity, and people are going to say, what are you doing? What are you up to? Why are you wearing makeup? Why are you dressing like that? What music are you listening to? What are you eating? Why aren't you drinking? Why? You know, everybody else, I think, put your finger on your nose, right? What is the one thing that you'll say that you have the power to say no to? Feel it now. Feel your feet. Take a nice deep breath down into that grounded safety place. Breathe it up, 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 up. Bring it up into your throat chakra, your voice, your divine will instead of your ego will. I have the power to say no to this. Breathe it up into your head. Feel it on the exhale with every cell of your being. I have the power to say no to this with grace and ease. Do a practice sentence. You know, it's unfortunate, but I am not able to make it. Somebody once said that you must do this. It's like, it's unfortunate that you feel that way. That's not my choice, right? It's back to them. What somebody thinks about you is none of your business. What is your business is how you go through your life, how you create your manifestation in the right direction for more of what you want. Let's take a look at what changes will you make in your surroundings? What changes will you make in your surroundings that are cozy, you know, that you can, that you'll make that are like that sweater? When I first was on my me mission, I didn't even know what my favorite color was. And when I found out that my favorite color was, I bought the largest red carpet, thick pile, made in India rug with a big rose lotus on it. And I put that down in my bedroom. And as I've evolved now, I've got a new red carpet down in my working studio, the biggest, largest wool Indian made by a tribal of a women tribe in India that could fit in my studio. That is my comfort, to feel that upon my feet, that warmth on my feet, to feel that solidness of my foundation. What can you add to cozy up your surrounding? Doesn't have to be these massive red rugs. It could just be a pillow. It could just be a throw blanket. It could be your favorite sweater hanging on the back of your chair. It could be one of your favorite blankets. At my age, walking around with my favorite sweater and my favorite blanket. It does. It soothes your nervous system. Your nervous system is what we're working with. Your cells are your health. Your cells are your wealth. What will you agree to pamper yourself regularly with? Think now. Take a nice deep breath into the lower abdomen. What will you pamper yourself with regularly? Regularly. And it might not mean every day. When I was on my me mission, the first thing that I'm like, what could I do? You know, I'm busy. I got all this stuff to do. I'm busy. I got to add more things, all these things. I put baby powder on my toes before I put my socks on. And my toes felt silky, and it reminded me to ground into the earth. It reminded me that I was worth having silky toes and permission to like it. I liked my silky toes. I didn't need to tell anybody. Gosh, it's now like almost 20 years later, 17 years later, whatever that's been. 2004, I think, was when I started baby powdering my toes. And getting out. What's one place that you'll visit? What's one place that you'll visit? I went back to a place in Vancouver, the Capilano Suspension Bridge. and did some beautiful forest bathing. I was like, why don't I come here more often? And when you pay for admission there in Vancouver, in North Vancouver, you automatically get an annual pass. Like, talk about divine intervention, divine inspiration. You can go and hug trees. You can walk on these suspended bridges. They have a cliff passage on the side. This time of year, be prepared to take a thermos of hot chocolate or something tea with you because there's a long lineup. But find some place that you'll visit. The Van Dusen Gardens in Vancouver is magical. The Christmas walk in Coquitlam, BC here is at Lafarge Lake is magical. Where will you visit? I could just be visiting the ocean. When was the last time you walked down to some water and sat there and watched the ducks or just reflected? I will connect with my loved ones in which way? Which way are you going to connect with your loved ones? I think a hug's a great start. On my me mission, I would hug my kids, and they didn't know this at the time, but I would never be the first one to let go first. And now at 22 and 24, when I give them a hug, we wait each other out. And I love every minute of it because I make it tighter. And if I, by accident, I'm on the most rarest occasions, I'll let go first. And they'll go, you let go first. And I'm like, they're paying attention and they like it. Make it fun. Make this all fun. This isn't work that we just start today. This is our lifestyle. And how will you reward your success? How will you reward your success? And my favorite is, what's your secret wish? Have a secret wish. Yeah. Make it lofty. Make it as big as you can. Unleash your mind to the secret wish. My secret wish is big, so big. Bigger than the Dalai Lama, bigger than Mother Teresa. Bigger. It's so big. It's so big. And I giggle thinking that if I can make this secret wish come true, oh me, oh my, this world will be heaven on earth without even needing to step into your imagination, not even having to. It just is. It is now. But that you don't need to. It's magical. And what's your word for your year ahead? Based on your secret wish, what's your word moving into the year ahead? Take a nice deep breath and expand out that word or that phrase. Expand out that word and that phrase past your physical body into your field, into the room that you're in, into your house, into your city, province, into your world, just past the size of the planet, into the cosmos. Something that will not let you give up on your dreams, not let you give up on your secret wish. And each time it changes. When I first came out of surgery, it was divine inspiration because I felt like I was at ground zero. I felt like everything I had studied was lost in a foggy brain. And then it was divine living where I would live that inspiration. I trusted everything that came up in the day and accepted it for what it was, and seeing that it was inspiration to my day. And if it was fogginess, then I overcame it. I seen the fogginess as a gift and looked at it as a strength or a weakness. And if it was a weakness, I worked with the weakness. And if it was a strength, I embraced the strength. This past year was divine timing, to trust the timing. Didn't really have a lot of control over this timing, and to trust the timing of everything. 2022 numerically and numerology is a powerful, powerful, powerful set of numbers. I'm working with the wording of it's showtime. Lights, camera, action. What is the light? What is the light I'm going to embody? What is the action I'm going to take? What is the vehicle, the camera? Who's going to see me? How am I going to see me? How am I going to show up in the truth of who I am? The camera is on me. It's showtime. It's time to show up. You see how it creates that umbrella of so many different things. It's time to show up to humanity. It's time to show up to freedom. It's time to show up to prosperity. It's time to show up and be the change that I want to see in the world. Sometimes when we make choices and they don't turn out to be the choices, we're embarrassed by that. We can be embarrassed by it. And it's almost like sometimes people double down on that choice, and it's the wrong choice. They know it. It's okay. It's never too late to correct a mistake. I always said that to my kids. It's never too late to correct a mistake. So soften up. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay. Up to this point, everything is okay. We're releasing the story. We're letting that story go. We're not taking it with us. No, we're saying no, thank you. We'll take the nuggets with us from last year, where our strength was, our power was. But we don't have to take that other stuff, whatever that other stuff is. We don't need to. You have permission. Release it. Leave the baggage behind. Open the door, close the door. Create a whole new environment. After my ovarian cancer experience, within 7 months of my surgery, just barely recovered, I painted my house white. I personally painted 37 gallons of paint to paint the interior of my house pure white. From color. I liked color before, right? I had a red wall in my dining room. It was aubergine before that. I painted 37 gallons of paint, primer and white paint. I cried. I meditated in the room when I completed it. I danced. I twirled because I love to twirl. With every stroke, I let go of what this house once held. It held my husband at one point, my growing children. It held many au pairs. It held growth. It held pain. It held sorrow. Guess what? You can just all paint over it. Yeah. No, not because it's nasty, because we celebrate the past. Now we let go and we create the future. It's showtime. I'd love to hear from you. I want to know what it is that you are bringing forward into 2022. So that is a bit of a visualization of a meditation and mindfulness, but I want you to feel your feet on the floor. I want you to come back and feel your feet on the floor. as I get ready to pull a card as we move through this week. And I'm going to go straight into recording the meditation again from last week because it didn't even save. It's a mystery. So maybe it was just supposed to be that way. So this next one after this will be the letting go. Everything is here for you, waiting to be received. Everything is here for you, waiting to be received. We are always manifesting. Now it's just a matter of manifesting in the direction, an intentional direction. So part of the compass was setting your intention. So move through, start to bring the work of all this past week together and create a little book of your mission, of what you want to receive, what you want to give out in 2022, and what you want in return. It's okay to ask. It's okay to want, and it's okay to have a desire for you and the greatest good of all. Whatever we do for us, we do for all. Remember that. I love you. Make it a great day. See you next week. Oh, and please go to the webpage, BlissBEME, Integrative Holistic Health, and see if there's anything there that resonates with you. And I'm here to support you. Also, if you haven't got the Compass Planner, it's on the bio in my Instagram. And it says New Year, New You Challenge, Compass Planner. It's free. Download it. And if you haven't got started, it's never too late. Do it now. Bye for now.